Guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a video test drive on a 2010 Mazda 5. If you've never been on my virtual test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video and I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being in the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic. This is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, this is meant to be a sneak peek into how the vehicle drives and any potential issues I notice as we're going along. So we'll take a look around the vehicle, we'll take a look under the hood, and then we'll go for a drive. Let's find the hood release. And make sure the doors are unlocked so I can show you inside the car. Alright, I love these vehicles. They're just really cool. And I know that sometimes I have weird things, but I'll tell you why as we're going along. So, see a little bit of damage right here. Maybe swiped something right there. Front tires are probably dang near brand new. Here's the inside. I'll show you through my window here. It is pretty clean. I've got my stuff in that seat, but other than that, it looks like it's been detailed. Okay, so here's part of the reason why I like this. So, it's a minivan. It's obviously smaller than a minivan, you can see that, but it's got the sliding door like a minivan. It's got the 3 seats. This one's down because I was just transporting something, but I'll try and get it up when I go to the back. It's got the 3 seats, but it has tons of room in here. And on top of that, when I was driving my probably an 07 Mazda 5, I was getting 38 miles to the gallon. So I had all the room of a minivan, I had the functionality and all of that, but then I still got the gas mileage of a hybrid car. So it was awesome. I love these things. On the back, tires are also very, very good, if not brand new. You can see it's got rust right there. Here is the back. I'm gonna open this back door. Then you can see the seats go down for storage if you need the storage, or they go up. Oh, the seat's down a little bit. You can see here the back seat doesn't have as much room, but it works perfectly fine for kids. So here is your back seat when it's up. All right, this side. Looks like you have a little dent and ding right here where maybe they hit something. And right here on the wheel well, you've got some damage. Tires, again, nearly brand new. They must have put all 4 brand new tires on there. View from the inside here. And we do have a sunroof up there. Right here around front. From the front, it kind of looks just like a little small car, kind of like a little Prius. Okay, then we'll pop the hood if I can find the release. Let's take a look under here. Sounds quiet. And then we will go for a drive. I guess we'll check a couple more things as when we get in the car here. We've got our passenger side window goes down, rear passenger side window goes down. Oh, and that's another cool thing. This is a minivan, but then it also has the windows that go down. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. Rear driver's side window goes down, and then the rear driver's window is down, and it goes up. So we have 100 and... I don't know if you can read that because I'm having trouble reading that. Oops, well, windshield wipers work. I don't know if you saw that, but I knocked those. 164 is what I'm thinking. Let's see if I can get in there closer. 164, 622 is what I think that says. I'm kind of in the sun. So, yep, 164, 622 on the miles. You can see we've got an airbag light, tire pressure light, ABS light, and a traction control light. Tire pressure light, my guess is when they replaced the brand new tires, they just didn't put the tire pressure sensors back in. But, you know, you can always just check and make sure that that's the case. No check engine light or anything like that on there. And I've been driving this. I've got my seatbelt light on there. I've been driving this for probably 20 minutes because I had to run across town and back. So we have up here, I think, is your digital display for all your controls. I haven't tried any of those yet, so let's see if we can get, okay, there is, I'm turning the heat up to 90. Let's see, I don't want the AC on. I'm just trying to figure out what all these buttons do, and we'll put it on the bottom and top mode while we're doing that. And then down here you have, I don't know if you can see this, this is an aux port and then a charging port down here. Up here is the radio, and it does work. As far as I know, it's an aftermarket radio, and I was having trouble getting it to my station. The screen is very dim, or it's just the light, I'm not sure. It is a touch screen. Okay, here. Okay, so I couldn't get it to my station before because I was using these seek buttons. But it looks like you can also, well, something down there. It's hard to see. There's got to be a brightness feature on there somewhere. But the radio does work. And if you have a station that comes in that you like, you can use the seek buttons. Otherwise, you just got to be able to see that. And let's see, there's a brightness button. Ooh, that heat works. It's good and hot. So I'm going to turn that off, guys, because I'm about to die in here. I'm trying to see this. Well, here we go, 101.7. So we'll just leave it on that for right now until I figure out how to do the rest. So I know that was super helpful. But anyways, this one also has the manual mode. So if you like driving stick shift, you can stick it over here and then you can shift up and down. Some people just like driving stick shift cars because you can technically get a couple more miles per gallon better because you can shift before the car knows you have to shift. We're gonna try this sunroof, and it works. So there you go. So it seems like everything seems to work really well. I'm going to turn off the radio. So aside from the little cosmetics, the rust and the little dents and stuff, it seems pretty decent looking. And I'm going to wait for these cars, and then we'll go for a drive. You can tell when I particularly get excited about a car because we haven't even went on our drive yet and my video's already at 8.5 minutes. So when I like a car, I typically point out more things and play with more things just because it's kind of like my little fun toy is kind of what it is. So this is going to be just like I said, it's a really fuel efficient vehicle, so it's not going to have all the power that you know, it's not a big V8, so it's not going to pull your big boat or anything like that, but it is going to have room for the family, and it is going to get you good gas mileage. It is a little bit louder. I want to say it's a minor exhaust noise. It's not motor noise, it's not road noise. I think it's exhaust noise on there, so that's just something to keep an eye on. I don't know if you can hear it in the video or not. Left turn signal works. Right turn signal works. So I showed you the windshield wipers. I accidentally knocked them. They do work. It is running and driving really well. I don't hear any suspension noise. I did when I was driving through town. It's no secret that Fort Madison doesn't have the best roads in town. So when I was driving through town, there was a little bit of strut rattling. I don't know if that's because the roads are so bad or if there's some struts that are getting a little bit loose. I don't hear anything on the highway at all, so I don't hear any rattling or anything. Brakes are good and solid. No grinding, no vibration, no grinding, no vibration, no grabbing, no pulling, nothing like that. I mean, you can tell that it's been maintained. Just the fact that, sorry about that random bee there in the middle of my screen. Just the fact that it's got 4 almost brand new tires on it is a good sign, because nobody puts brand new tires on a piece of junk. That's kind of how Matt and I have always looked at things. When things are maintained, there's a reason they're maintained. It's because they're good running vehicles, and people want to take care of good running vehicles. Let me check the cruise out. Let's see. Set. Let's see. Is that the set? Let's try it. Okay, well, I gotta figure out how to set it. I do have, right there, you see I've got the cruise main button on. I'm guessing the cruise either is not setting or I don't know how to do it. Either one is possible. We'll cancel the cruise. Let's try it again. I don't even know what. Okay, so either the cruise doesn't work or I'm not doing something right. And sometimes, since it does have the traction control light and the ABS light, sometimes that will throw it off. A lot of times the traction control and the ABS light comes on because of a wheel bearing or a speed sensor. I have not noticed any wheel bearing noise. I've kind of been changing lanes. Typically when you have a noise, I've always been told it sounds like an airplane taking off. When you have that noise, and then if you turn one way or the other and it goes away, it's the opposite side wheel bearing. I don't hear that noise, so I don't think it's a wheel bearing. It very well could be a speed sensor, which would explain why the cruise isn't working. Because the speed sensors tell your computer how fast your wheels are going. You have a speed sensor on each wheel, and if one or more of the speed sensors are not telling your computer how fast your car is going, it may not be able to set the cruise. So typically it's a very easy fix. It's just replacing the speed sensor, or in some cases even just plugging in the speed sensor to the they're attached to the wheel bearing, so plugging it into wherever it is that it gets plugged in. I know that's not super helpful, but if that's a kicker, it's just something you might want to chat with your mechanic and be like, what does this cost, and all of that. We don't have perfect vehicles. We're the first ones to tell you that, but we do have cheap vehicles, and we will tell you everything we know about them, and we will do our best to explain things that we know are wrong or that we think are wrong, and then we leave it up to you to find out if it's something you can handle. If it's not something you can handle, honestly, we don't want you to buy it, because we don't want it to be a bad experience for you. So that's my little soapbox. If you have any questions, things that I've missed, feel free to shoot me a message on Facebook. The fastest way to get a hold of me is actually my cell phone. Text my cell phone, and that's 309-267-7200. Or you can text Matt. My brain is gone. His phone number is 309-337-1049, and we can try and get back to you with whatever questions you have. Thanks, guys.